wrestling is where you will find all upcoming superstars. There's nobody who has been in the major leagues, WWE, TNA, whatever you want to call it, Japan, who hasn't started from the independents. The independents is where you see the guys homegrown, develop. This is where you see the guys actually put on their hardest. You know, they might not be at their best, but they are putting their heart out in there because this is where this is their starting level. It's like when you enter a business and you get in the entry level, your first 2 years you're busting your butt trying to get up and step up on the ladder in the company. Well, that's what the independence is. This is where you're gonna see the guys at their purest form. You know, like there's nobody telling what they need to do. There's nobody telling what they need to say. It's them. And that's the wonderful thing, and it's so interactive with the fans. Like, it's not like you're watching on TV and the guys, you know, like when you see WWE, the fans are out there and they're just watching. No, here they interact. You can speak to us, we can speak back to you. It's just a different atmosphere.
I have an idea. It's a mayor one. Should I do it? Hit that rope! Voila, toi! Hit that rope! Voila! La 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 la!
Independent wrestling is sacrifice. Every guy on the indies, every single one of them, from the top paid or to the guy working his first show for free.
The wrestling fans, like the people that come every show they applaud, they have enough respect for us. Like, I don't think we deserve as much respect as like the big leagues, like WWE, because we're not at that level. But I think we deserve enough respect so people give us a chance.
Independent wrestling is guys that are able to express themselves however they want. Nobody's telling them what they need to do, what they need to say, how they need to act. I mean, yeah.
They should have common sense.
They should have common sense to shake people's hand and to be a nice guy and everything else. But as far as character, you can do whatever you want. And if it works, it works.
I'd say independent wrestling is underexposed and underrated because there's gonna be a lot of talent in the independent scene, obviously, you know? Tons of wrestlers are wrestling, breaking their back, giving blood, sweat, and tears, yet they're exposed to a point. I don't believe it's what they deserve, to be honest, you know, because we're not in the mainstream scene, you know? We're not getting exposed to all these people, yet we're busting our ass to get there, to that level.
Independent wrestling is an outlet or a place for people that want to be wrestlers to be wrestlers. It's an opportunity. Independent wrestling is an opportunity.
Independent wrestling is the skeleton, the heartbeat, the bloodline of what keeps this business going. It's what Vince McMahon and any company looks for new talent.
When I first started, I was 21. It was January '98. I didn't go out there saying I wanted to be an independent wrestler. I wanted to be a wrestler. I wanted to be on TV. I called up the athletic commission, and they sent me to Johnny Rod's, who's like Gleason's gym in Brooklyn. And that's basically, I paid $1,500. I started training until November of 2000. I came back in the winter or the spring of '03. Stopped in the spring of '04, spring going into the summer of '04. Moved out here to Jersey. I went back in '06. The fallout with Johnny came like a year later, and that's when I started up Warriors of Wrestling. And I got a bunch of his guys, and we kind of rebelled against him. We put on a wrestling show.
I was at work one day, and Joey and me are really good friends, but we hadn't talked in like a year, almost 2 years during this time. And my phone rang one day. I saw it was him that called, and I picked it up, and he told me that he was gonna start something called the Warriors of Wrestling. And when me and him used to team up back in Brooklyn,
we always talked about, he always talked about what if one day he opened up a wrestling school or started a company. So when he called me and told me, I knew it was the real deal.
I found out about Wars of Wrestling at Johnny Rod's. You know, I was good friends with Joey B. And Joey B gave me a call when he kind of knew my situation. I was going through bad stuff with Johnny, and Johnny kind of kicked me out of school, and I had nowhere to work. So Joey said, let's start a promotion. We're going to get big.
The way I heard about Warriors of Wrestling was through MySpace. And basically, Joey at the time was starting up. He didn't even have a show yet. He was just trying to get wrestlers and I guess get a venue and a location and everything, dates. And I spoke to with Joey B through emails on MySpace for about roughly a month or so, trying to get Rivera and myself in there and talking to him about the tag team division because that's what we kind of specialize in. And Joey liked the ideas, and he was like, okay, let's bring them in.
We did the first show, December 1st, 2007, and we were gonna only do one show. You know, what the hell we wait? We don't know how to do a show. But we did it with storylines just in case, A, we made money or drew to do another show, and B, just in case, you know, we had a good time, and we did. I didn't know my own ring at the time. I rented it from Gino Caruso, ECPW. All right, I'll be there with 5 o'clock, okay. 5 o'clock comes, no Gino Caruso. 6 o'clock comes, no, nothing. I'm getting, you know, now I'm getting nervous. We're opening up at 7, bell time 8. I'm calling, he's like, oh, the guys are on their way. All right, now it's 7 o'clock, I'm opening up the doors. I got all the chairs set up, I got this big hole in the middle of the, and I'm like, shit, we're drawing the people, which we were scared we weren't going to, but I'm like, I might not even have his show. 10 minutes later, the truck pulls up. Whole locker room came out, set the ring up. Then I knew when all the guys banded together and did that, I had something special. I didn't know what I had, but I knew I had a good locker room. That scumbag Johnny Rods, when we did our first show, said, we're gonna fail tonight and fail miserably. That was his quote to some of his guys. And that we were on borrowed time, we would run maybe a show, maybe two. So when we got into New York, which isn't easy to run because you need licensing and bonds and all that shit, that was my, you know, fuck you to him. So I showed up at his gym. When they said we were invading New York, I don't think they meant this.
Do the hammer lock. I do the hammer lock. I do the hammer lock, you turkey necks.
We just filmed the thing for the next show.
Johnny, are you here?
Yeah, yeah. For those of you who don't know what this is Jason's Gym in Brooklyn, New York, the home of the world of unprofessional wrestlers, the holy grail for that lowlife Tim Arson, the home for 10 years of Mark Gallagher, the king, from what I read of school shows. Sad. The home of the Musketeer. Well, Johnny, I'm standing in your home. What are you gonna do about it? You keep mentioning my name. Oh, the Joey B, the fucking Kaplan, the fucking guy, the fucking bullshit, the money. You know, but a scam artist. You're a joke. Your school's a joke. You promote ticket selling. You don't let your guys do outside shows. Why? You got talented guys here. You got Jorge Sanchez wrestle a minion 500 million times. Why? You don't know what the hell you're doing. You know nothing about wrestling. You know nothing about promoting. And if you mention my name again, well, I'm here, ain't I? I'm sure some of your students will talk shit. Maybe the commissioner will talk some things. Mark Viola. The guy looks like a 45-year-old construction worker. Let's put him in the main event. Oh, that's a great booking. I guess he sells a lot of tickets. You know, Flex, the window of opportunity for you is closing. Wrestling's supposed to be fun. Why don't you come have fun instead of doing the same thing over and over and over again, and the same school shows over and over? Why don't you come down and see what the Warriors is about? You got my phone number, hit me up. I got a spot for somebody like you. Get out of this place. This place is a fucking joke. Your trainer's a joke. Roger's still here because he's waiting for Johnny to die so he can take over the school. That's a sin. That is a goddamn sin. Well, it's time for me to go. But if I hear some more, Johnny, I'll be back.
Ray, do the hammer lock. I do the hammer lock. I do the
Bye, Johnny. I like being able to say, when people tell us, oh, you're not going to last, or you're going to fail, and I can say, no, fuck you, we are, and we are. And just watching them being disgusted, you know, I get a smile out of that.
Joey B is the biggest, well, actually the smallest because of his stature, but he's psychotic, he's an asshole, he's a prick, he's stubborn, he's hard-headed.
Likes things precise, he liked you on time, he's basically, he's a pain in the ass.
When it comes to this business, I think he's got the good attitude for it. He's got the he's got the perfect attitude for it. He don't let nobody walk over him. If fucking what he says, he's sticking to his fucking word. Nobody's gonna change his fucking mind about it.
Listen, this is the problem. Nobody's listening. Everybody listen when I'm talking.
Because Joey B, he's very in your face about everything, you know. He strongly believes, as well as all of us do, that we're the better product.
He knows what he wants, and because he has the backup from the people that works for him, he's willing to give it his all.
We all go out there and we bust our ass, but it's always Joe on top of it because obviously he's the boss and he's the one who wants to get shit done.
He knows how to hold his business. He's not gonna use, hey, let me use this guy because he's a ticket seller. No, I don't care if you can sell 1,000 tickets, bro. If you can't wrestle, there's no spot for you on here. He's got a good mind, I think, for this business. He knows what he's doing.
He says what's on his mind, and he don't care who he say it to or what he's gonna say, he'll say it, and that's him, you know? He's honest, he's a brutally honest, passionate man.
Joey B, very dedicated man, and a very ballsy guy, and I respect that.
Without him being all that things, Warriors wouldn't be a success. I tell people, sometimes you gotta be the bad guy to be a success. And Joey B doesn't want to be anyone's friend or be the good guy. What he wants to do is have a successful promotion.
He'll do anything for you, you know, if he cares about you, and he cares about, number one, Warriors of Wrestling.
And that's the reason why Warriors of Wrestling right now is on a high level, and every other independent promotion has to keep up with him from this point on.
Warriors of Wrestling, we have the No Limits division. It's like our cruiserweight hardcore division. When I came to Warriors of Wrestling, it was just a heavyweight division and a tag team division. And as time went on, they were looking for something to do with the other guys that ain't so heavyweight. Like, honestly, look at me. If they put a heavyweight belt on me, I'm only 200 pounds. It makes no sense, you know what I mean? So it's like, for guys my size, they put another division because they see we can wrestle our asses off, we got our own style. So they handed us this spot like, hey, try this out, let's try to build this division.
Guys out there, you know, they're still young enough to make it. So they're trying to, you know, do something to catch a person's attention.
They understand the concept of what needs to be done. They have passion for the business. They're not worried about a paycheck. They want to wrestle.
Yeah, we might use a weapon, but we won't just swing a chair. We'll innovate weapons with our wrestling moves instead of just swinging. You got to be creative and know wrestling in order to say, hey, I can take this and do this with it, with this wrestling move, and it looks like I just killed the guy. You know what I mean? You got to think more into it than just, I'm going to hit you with a chair.
You guys are mine. Yeah, you guys are both on.
All right, the locker room is either gonna be up top or down here. This comes down, we'll tarp it off.
Yeah,
The problem is, we gonna need lights. We're making this all dark. It's gonna be dark in here.
Right.
I'll use this door, right?
Insurance
Yes,
deposit?
I got the car.
Okay, so it goes before you look at it.
The insurance is $1,000.
No, no.
Insurance is my medical.
Yes, you have an insurance paper that names us additional insured, I need that. And I'll need the $1,000.
It doesn't name you guys on it. It covers me.
No, that was the whole point, that he has to name me. That's the.
Okay. I can show you what I have.
It doesn't matter, the whole purpose of you naming us as insured, you have to have insurance, not, you have to name us as an insured party, otherwise, I get on the horn of the insurance company right now. I call, because basically, if I'm not.
What could I do to fix this problem?
I don't know, I would call your insurance company now, because it should be on, maybe that should be on insurance, that I have to be named as an insurance, that's the standard somewhere else.
Yeah, Jake.
We can figure that out, and let's use the other.
We're in the place. We got a problem. Hold on. I'll call you back. 7? The Lyceum's name has to be on the insurance, and we don't have that.
So he tells us that's the day of the show?
Yeah.
I'm waiting on Rebel. What's the show's not going to happen?
Why?
Because he didn't tell me any liability. His wife is supposed to email it to me. So, where's my gloves?
Why did this guy drop it us this day?
Okay, you know it's not going to happen without it, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay, just because otherwise something happens, I have to fight your company to even pay attention to it. And that's to
I only thought you said $1,000 in the medical insurance to my guys. That I have.
No, it was insurance so that any of the audience gets hurt, that
No,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
end up losing everything.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay, so there's that, and basically I need the 1,000 before you load in.
That's in the car, no problem.
Fair enough, I'll let you load in without insurance, but public's not.
Let me
coming
just
in.
finish.
Okay.
What's up, man? Thank you. It won't be a problem to email it? It won't be a problem to email at all? Rebel? It won't be a problem to email it, right? Because you said you'd have to scan it and stuff.
I'm supposed to sound like a converter thing that I bought. He's like, oh, I think that shirts, yeah, you put that in special. And we have 7 by 5.
Okay.
10 by 10 got cut off.
Thank you very much, Rebel. I appreciate it.
It's important, it's gotta be good. It's like a do or die for us, you know? It's spending a lot in this building, a lot that's going on, and it is very important that this building draws for us. I mean, it's Brooklyn, it's a large market, and I mean, there's a lot of potential money to be made. It's just a matter of whether or not the people are eating what we're feeding them.
How do you feel about the car you bought?
Fantastic. Top to bottom, not one match is bad. Everything here. But as a wrestling fan, knowing this company, this is the show to be at. Absolutely the show to be at.
Just stretch it out with your chest, man. All right, so when we line you guys up, what are we doing? But I would not assume because you're lighting this shit.
No, that's the
In comes Dan.
Okay.
Pick him up, drop him nuts first.
On the rope, on the top rope.
It's James, referee. James, referee.
All right, guys, everybody back here? All right, listen, again, thank you everybody for coming out. Looks like we're gonna have a really nice crowd. Listen, every show, guys help out. Today, we kicked ass getting this fucking ring in here, man. Everybody, great job. Not only that, the guys came out and promoted in the freezing cold. The last 2 weeks were cold, thank you. I want to thank somebody who's not here, but if it wasn't for him tonight, the show would have been canceled. God? No. Yeah, you can thank God too, but listen, seriously.
Obama!
Seriously. Doctors win. I didn't know, the guy didn't tell me we needed liability insurance. He said if I didn't have it, we would have been shut down today. Called up Rockin' Rebel. Within 20 minutes, he got it here. So if you guys all know Rebel, tell him thank you.
Yeah, guys, shoot him a MySpace or something, say thanks.
But yeah, you know, whatever your opinion is on Rockin' Rebel, I know a lot of you guys know him, he's been here with us. He saved the day. If it wasn't for him, this would all be for nothing. So, all right, guys, listen. They said the New York wrestling scene is dead. They're right, but now we're here. All right?
W.O.W! 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 W.O.W!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Warriors of Wrestling presents Empire State of Mind! You ready? Bring your hands, start the match! They are All-Star Blue and Sporting, the Dynamic Express. The current champions looking to continue their dominance over the tag team division. Joey B and Jay Reynolds, the White Beaters.
But yeah, I noticed that it's been like that.
Yeah.
Right here, man, right there, right here.
He's off like a rocket, bro. Good shit, man. That was
You all right?
nice.
Logan Black, turned back then, the American Nightmare!
I'm fucking laid out, you pitching my ass.
Everybody get in the group picture.
Yo, I want a picture. Yo, come here. Take a picture.
I never fucking teared up after a match. That was fucking.
That was a fucking.
You guys got matches.
That was a fucking.
Thank you so much. Guys, fucking beautiful, man. Sit down, take a break. One more?
Oh, sweet, bro.
I think I can use one more headshot. No. You gotta go right.
How'd the drop kick feel, bro? That was good.
It's time for you to move on without me.
Guys, Doc wants us to put cold water on our face.
We got cold water? Do we got anything to pour it into?
You guys got my towel, right?
Later. No, we have to
go in the bathroom, cold water. I got this is cold, I'm gonna do it with this. Okay, and then I'll check to see everything. You guys do a big look. Thank you. How to look, everything look good?
Crazy. Best death match I've ever seen.
Dude, no joke. Most emotional match I've ever fucking had. At the end, I'm fucking tearing up in the ring. I was all fucking real.
We're teaming up with a Cody. I was like, I'm just going cannon, bro. You can tag right now, bro.
I'm sitting there, I'm played like 55 times, and I go, James, we got color. He goes, you look like Matt Campbell. Fuck!
Hold on. Come back even better.
Who's got the red?
Huh?
Damn it. I gotta wipe my head again.
I'm gonna miss my partner most of all. The 11 years I've been in this business,
It's still coming out so much.
never found a best friend.
Not really.
I found him 4.5 years ago. We became brothers. Will I miss it? Fuck yeah. And then when he retires my ass and the shows, I'll be back. Eventually. It's hard. You can't stay away.
Nobody retires from us.
Nobody ever retires, but I should try. But I'm going to focus on healing. I'm going to focus on some outside activities I've been working on. School, scuba, everything else. I'll be back though. But I'm glad that our last tag match was with Jake and Dan. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you. Thank you. Feeling alright? Best you can, I guess.
Did you have a concussion or anything like that?
No, I've had them before. I should be alright.
Dude, at one point I thought you were knocked out.
What?
When you were going, where the fuck are we? Where are we?
No, I meant in the match.
No, I know. I know that. But last time that happened, it was because you got hit in the head.
Oh, last time I had no idea where I was. Yeah. No, this is different. Alright, bro. See you later.
Sometimes, even as a wrestler, as a referee, you still look at it as a fan. And there were moments tonight where I looked at it completely like a fan, and I thought it was just an amazing night. And to be a part of it, to be in that ring, for everyone to be watching me also, sometimes even to having to get involved in the match, as you saw tonight, it's just something so great.
We had a standing room only crowd. We sold every seat out, and there were people standing on the rafters over there, standing by the entrances, sitting by the entrances. Like, we sold the standing room crowd, and Dark Side, big black dude in the back. He's worked for other companies who worked this building. I think there was like 1 or 2 other ones. And he goes, yo, you guys did 3 times what those other guys did here. So, I mean, that's saying something. That's saying the hard work we put into this. I know I saw a few familiar faces from Staten Island, which means people paid the toll to get over here. I mean, we have never in Brooklyn before, so there's no one from here is a familiar face, and we made some fans. We know we did. Absolutely, they were more than happy with the way the show was. I'm more than happy with the turnout. I'm rambling, but I've gotten hit in the head 100 fucking times.
You're happy about the turnout. Were you happy about the whole entire card?
The entire crowd was fantastic, top to bottom. Every match, the crowd was hot. The people loved it. Everything. Like I said, the main event, the people were on their feet for. My match, they were on their feet for. You can't ask for anything better, you know? You can't ask for anything.
Warriors Wrestling is a company that just doesn't just mean, you know what I mean, a couple dollars. It doesn't just mean to get my face out there. It's a brotherhood, you know. You weren't come see all these guys. You know, they're not guys, they're friends. You know, people have all kinds of sports things. This is my sports thing. This is my place where I can say, fuck what I'm doing. Fuck what I'm doing outside. Fuck my job. Fuck school. Fuck everything. I'm here to focus, be there with a group of guys that I love, and just to have a great time in that ring.
It's an old moniker we used to use about wrestling. I think Warriors of Wrestling has summed it up. We used to say WO.W, which was an acronym for Wrestling is Death Over Weakness. I think that's what Warriors of Wrestling is.
It's a rebellion against the everything as far as the top companies, whether it be WWE, TNA, everything else, and other independents. If you watch a Warriors of Wrestling show and you watch any other independent show, you get the difference. It's, you know, the emotion is in the Warriors of Wrestling show. There's a lot of emotion involved with the crowd, with the Warriors of Wrestling wrestlers themselves. If you see the back, we love it. We love being here, man, and you feel it. It's just a feeling. It's a rebellion. It's a movement.
There wasn't too many expectations till like the first couple of few shows, and then you could see that the show was growing.
I've always made it my business to book these shows, giving everybody everything they want. If you like one thing, we've got it. If you don't like something else, well, we've got what you like.
It's a company that nobody likes. Everyone kind of hates and shits on us, and we're gonna show them that you're not gonna shit on us. We're gonna walk over you now. That we're fucking Warriors of Wrestling is gonna be the #1 New York-based company today.
But these are people that want to make it, and they're not accepting nothing less. They don't want a lesser quality product just so we can all have fun and go home. They want the best. And being that we all want the best together, I see everybody striving for that. And as long as everybody sticks to that formula, I think it's gonna be a successful time for Warriors.
Sooner or later, Warriors of Wrestling won't be independent wrestling no more, I guarantee that. Warriors of Wrestling, I can guarantee it. 2 years from now, boom, just look at it like this. 2 years ago, we went to like, I don't know, I would say probably 150 people if that a show. To now we're doing 200 without a doubt. Over 200 without a doubt, excuse me, near 3. You know, last show I'm sure we pulled over 3. You know what I mean? So like, imagine if we did that in 2 years now. Imagine what the fuck 2 years from now how we're gonna be, man. You know what I mean? That's where I look at it, man. I just can't wait for that time. I know we're gonna be special, man.
It's going by fast. I mean, 2 years went by real fast. But you know, I made a lot of good friends doing this. And I lost a lot of people who I thought were my friends. And at the end of the day, I'm glad I did lose them because I realized they weren't my friends. And I'm realizing the guys that stuck with me for whatever reason they did in the beginning are out there with me. And I wish I could fast forward to the end of the story to see where, you know, where it leads, but I don't know if I want to fast forward because I think I'm enjoying living it. We are Warriors of Wrestling, and this is our story. Independent life. Warrior story.
W.O.W. 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 W.O.W.
Been working for somebody else just about all of my years, punching a cloud, clutching a shamrock, hoping to soothe my fears. And I always pray that the boss man pays, but I had to beware. If I had some flair, I'd move upstairs and get somewhere. Yes, my time is all I have. Well, I've been discussing